The Perelman Performing Arts Center is a brand new place for shows and performances. The building is covered in marble from Portugal. In the daytime, it looks serious and calm. But when the sun sets, something magical happens. The building seems to disappear and starts to shine in a beautiful orange and amber color. It really stands out and looks amazing in the surroundings. Back in 2004, the Lower Manhattan Development Corporation shared their idea to build a performing arts center as part of fixing up the World Trade Center area after they chose Gary Partners and Snøhetta as the main designers. However, things didn't move as fast as they hoped. They had issues with money, the design, and a temporary entrance for the PATH Train's World Trade Center station on the site. These things caused a bit of a delay. By September 2014, the first plan for the Performing Arts Center was thrown out. In the following year, new architects named Joshua Ramus and Davis Brody Bond took over. After they sorted out money problems and moved the entrance for the PATH station, they started building below the ground in August 2017. In 2020, they began putting up the above-ground part. While they were building it, they called it the Ronald O. Perelman Performing Arts Center at the World Trade Center. Finally, on September 13, 2023, it opened its doors. The Performing Arts Center is pretty big, with about 90,000 square feet spread across 3 floors. In July 2015, they decided to spend less money on the Performing Arts Center, cutting the budget from $350 million to $200 million. The Lower Manhattan Development Corporation said they'd give $99 million if the Arts Center could come up with a cheaper plan and find the rest of the money from private sources. In November 2015, they chose Joshua Ramus of Rex as the design architect, with Davis Brody Bond as the executive architect. On the 3rd of March 2016, a new PATH station building opened nearby, and they closed the temporary entrance. In August of that year, they tore down the temporary entrance, making space for the Performing Arts Center. A couple of months later, Ronald Perelman, a billionaire, gave $75 million to help build and run the Performing Arts Center. Because of this, they renamed the center after him. Michael Bloomberg also gave $130 million, and the Lower Manhattan Development Corporation gave $100 million. Barbra Streisand became the chairwoman of the center's board in September 2016. They showed pictures of what the new building would look like in that same month, and people liked it. But on March 27, 2017, they said construction would be delayed because the Lower Manhattan Development Corporation and the Port Authority were arguing about money for the project. In August 2017, they started building the parking garage below the Perelman Performing Arts Center. You can get to it from the back on Vesey Street. They thought the actual building would start in 2018, and they hoped to finish it by 2020. In February 2018, the Port Authority agreed to let the Performing Arts Center use the land for 99 years. Bill Rauch became the new artistic director. The first pieces of steel for the building came in April of that year. Surprisingly, they cut the ribbon and officially opened the Perelman Performing Arts Center on September 13, 2013, 2 days earlier than planned. The first show was set for September 19. The whole project cost $560 million. The stone used in the building is special. It's called biaxially bookmatched. This means it looks the same when you look at it from the top or the side. There are almost 5,000 tiles of this stone, each about ½ an inch thick. They sandwich the stone between 2 pieces of glass. The stone has iron in it, and that's what gives it that beautiful amber glow. At night, the building lights up with chandeliers that go around the edges. These chandeliers are shaped like chevrons, with the top and bottom ones shining the brightest and reaching the farthest distance. As the linear elements get closer to horizontal, they get slightly dimmer, creating a uniform glow at night. The belief is that every time someone visits the building, they are likely to see something unexpected. The building can take on different configurations, and while the shown one is less likely, it provides the best view of the surroundings. There are 3 auditoriums: Zuccotti with 450 seats, Nichols with 250 seats, and Duke with 99 seats. The floor can be flat or take different shapes, including a slope up to the first balcony. The building has massive acoustic guillotine walls and movable balconies, allowing for various configurations, even turning it into a tight theater in the round. Beneath the floor is a spectacular but hidden space called the trap. It's an underfloor area that can be automated to create different stage or seating configurations for the Zuccotti. Gala lifts, which are lift mechanisms, enable the floors to move up to 2 floors in height vertically without taking up any space below. The building is designed to keep its mysteries, with the hope that the more it's used, the more mystified and magical the experience becomes. Standing outside, looking at the glowing amber cube, people may wonder how so many different things are happening in this relatively small building. The lobby at the Perelman is also part of this enchanting experience. It's a space that invites exploration, adding to the overall sense of wonder and discovery. The memorial is like a special, sacred space, and this new building doesn't want to distract from that. It aims to have a quiet dignity about it. The life inside the building becomes clear once you step inside. As we climb the staircase leading to the Performing Arts Center, it's a dramatic entrance. The first thing you notice is the ceiling, adorned with wooden ribs that have integrated lighting. These ribs move in the same direction as the building, creating a unique visual experience. The ceiling serves another purpose too. It helps guide people when a show is about to start. The lights dim in a pre-show ritual, and the east-west ribs brighten, guiding you through the space. Thinking of this space as a piece of theater, there's a deliberate design in the ribs that move around a cross-bracing in the building. Circulation, or how people move around, is carefully planned in the wider areas, and as you enter the restaurant, letting you explore different pockets of seating. New York is known for its vibrant public theater and people watching, and the table and bench in the restaurant offer a great spot to have a drink and observe the lively surroundings. Unlike seats in some places, the ones here are more like a 15-minute perch, acknowledging that people often prefer to sit with their backs against a wall or a banquette. The room layout includes smaller areas that feel like private dining rooms within a larger space. The connection between a restaurant experience, a memorable meal, and a theater piece is strong. All the effort that goes into creating an enjoyable experience becomes part of our collective memory. The goal is for people leaving the restaurant to feel welcomed, energized, and like they've had a special meal at a special place, either before or after the show. Performance areas have always been the most interesting part of any place, and this piece of New York, the Performing Arts Center, is expected to be very welcome. The idea behind the center dates back to the original master plan, where there was always a vision for a performing arts center on this site. It serves as a place where the healing power of art can complement the incredible commemoration happening nearby. After finishing the Performing Arts Center, architectural critic Justin Davidson called it a structure that puts the spotlight on a prominent stage, providing a spectacle without being too flashy. Peter Marks of the Washington Post compared it to a giant sugar cube, or more fittingly, a pair of massive stone dice, describing its unique presence on the Ground Zero site. The New York Observer sees the Perelman not just as a venue, but as a symbol of potential, enhancing New York's role in the global art scene and standing as a fresh source of creativity in Manhattan. The Performing Arts Center has been recognized with several design awards, including the Society of Registered American Architects, New York Special Award for Innovation in Cultural Architecture in 2022, the American Institute of Architects, New York Honor Award in Projects in 2022, the Chicago Athenaeum American Architectural Award in 2021, and an Architizer A+ Award in the Unbuilt Cultural category in 2019. These awards acknowledge its innovative design and contribution to cultural architecture. New York has changed and transformed many times throughout its long history. It's like a fascinating experiment for trying out new ideas in architecture and city planning. The master plan for this area is ambitious and grand, fitting right into that tradition. What was your favorite part of the Perelman Performing Arts Center? Share your thoughts in the comments section. Thanks for watching the video. And if you found it informative, please like and subscribe to Blueprint Journeys for similar content. We look forward to sharing more knowledge with you in the future. Until then, take care.